I got a phone call, from myself in the future. It started with a voicemail. I was walking home from the gym, sweat drying on my shirt in the cool October air, when my phone buzzed. I expected it to be a spam call or one of those political survey bots. But it wasn't. It was my number. Not a spoofed one. My actual number. The exact number I'd had since high school. My name even showed up on the caller ID. Confused, I pressed play on the voicemail. The voice that spoke was mine. But, not quite mine. It was hoarse, deeper, a little strained, like it had been through hell and back. And it only said one thing. Don't answer any calls after midnight. No matter what. Even if it's her. Then it hung up. I stopped dead in the middle of the sidewalk, heart suddenly racing. What the hell did I just hear? I played the message again when I got home, sitting in my apartment, the voicemail speaker echoing off the walls. It was unmistakably my voice. Not just someone who sounded like me. Same cadence. Same clipped way I say the word matter. And then there was that final word, her. What did that mean? Who was her? I'd had breakups, sure. A few rocky relationships. But nothing sinister enough to warrant warning myself from the future. I wanted to laugh it off. Maybe someone was messing with me. A prank. Deepfake audio? But I couldn't shake the cold pit in my stomach. And then midnight came. At 12:07 a.m., my phone rang. I was lying in bed, half asleep, when it lit up the nightstand. I looked at it through blurry eyes, and froze. It was her. Emily. We hadn't spoken in 6 years. She was my first love. The one that slipped through the cracks. Or maybe the one I let go of because I was too young, too scared to commit. We'd ended things on mutual terms, though neither of us really meant it. Why would she be calling me, now? I stared at the screen until it stopped ringing. No voicemail. No text. Just silence. The next day, I told my best friend, Darren, about the whole thing. He just laughed. Dude, it's gotta be some AI voice scam. Deepfake crap is everywhere now. Then why the hell would it know about her? He shrugged. Creepy coincidence? I could tell he didn't believe me. Hell, I barely believed me. But it kept happening. Night after night, after midnight, my phone would ring. Sometimes it was her. Sometimes it was numbers with no caller ID. Once, the screen just said, "Unknown, do not answer." Every time, I let it go to voicemail. But no one ever left one again. Until the 5th night. This voicemail was longer. Almost a minute. Same voice as the first. Still mine, but raspier, more desperate. I know you don't believe me yet. You think this is some kind of trick. It's not. You need to listen. I don't have much time left, and neither do you. They're trying to reach you. It starts small, calls, glitches, strange coincidences, but it escalates. Fast. You can't let them in. Don't answer. Not even if it's her. She's not real anymore. The message ended with a sharp breath, like he was about to say more but got cut off. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept my phone face down. Turned it off, even. But still, I felt watched. Like something was pressing down on the edges of my reality. The next morning, I woke up to find my phone turned back on. I know I turned it off. I remember holding the button. Watching the screen go black. But there it was, powered on, battery at 43%, and a new voicemail waiting. This one wasn't from my number. It was from Emily. And she said something that made my blood run cold. I miss you. I know what's happening. They showed me. We still have time. Please, answer tonight. I hadn't spoken to her in years. We weren't friends on social media anymore. I hadn't mentioned her to anyone. I even Googled her once a year ago just to see where she'd ended up, some town in Oregon, working for a nonprofit. There's no way she should have known anything. But then, what if that wasn't her? I started noticing other things. Little breaks in reality. One morning, I swore the painting in my hallway was flipped. Like it had been mirrored. The signature was on the opposite corner. My coffee machine turned on at 3:33 a.m. for no reason. And my calendar app started showing future appointments I never scheduled. Call with future self, 12:01 a.m. Phase shift begins. They're in. I deleted them. They came back. Every time I checked, they were closer. Darren stopped answering my texts. I called him, and his voicemail had changed. It used to be his usual goofy, "Yo, leave a message or I'll assume you've died" message. Now it was static. And whispering. I could swear, if I listened closely, I heard my name. On the seventh night, I broke the rule. I answered the call. The screen showed Emily. Her old number. I hesitated, then swiped. Hello? For a moment, silence. Then, the sound of breathing. Hello? I said again. Then a voice. Not hers. Not mine. Something between. It crackled, distant and warped, like it was coming from behind a wall of ice. You let us in. Click. The line went dead. After that, things changed. Reality started breaking down, literally. People at work forgot my name. I walked into my apartment and the furniture was rearranged, photos on the walls were of people I didn't recognize. One day, I looked in the mirror and for a second, just a second, my reflection didn't move when I did. I screamed. On the ninth night, I got the final call from myself. This time, it was a video message. The file was corrupted. Grainy. But I could make out the face. My face. But older. Scarred. Hollow-eyed. Something behind him flickered in and out of frame, shapes I can't describe, like broken shadows twisting in the wrong direction. He leaned close to the camera and whispered. They mimic memories. Faces. Voices. You think you're saving her, but you're not. You're bringing them through. Burn the phone. Destroy the mirror. Don't look at the sky after 3 a.m. I'm sorry. Then he screamed. Not a human scream. Something distorted. Warped. And the video cut to black. I tried smashing my phone. I really did. But every time I did, I'd wake up the next morning with it on the nightstand. Whole. No cracks. No memory of how it got there. I smashed every mirror in my apartment. The next day, they were all back. Cleaner. Brighter. And my reflection, no longer blinks. I don't know what's real anymore. I write this hoping someone will find it. Maybe you're getting the calls too. Maybe you heard your own voice. If you did, don't answer. I thought I could resist. I thought I could figure it out. But I'm starting to forget. My name. My age. What year it is. I see her face now, every night. She stands in the hallway, eyes hollow, mouth open like she's screaming, but there's no sound. Just silence. She's not Emily. She never was. If your phone rings after midnight, and it's you, don't pick up. Even if they sound like someone you love. Because once you answer, they know. And they'll never stop calling.